कर लो ना यार सब्सक्राइब, बड़ों का कहना मानते हैं। जाओ जाओ, चलो पहले सब्सक्राइब करो फिर वीडियो देखना। हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू एपिसोड 13 ऑफ पेड फॉरवर्ड। 13 एपिसोड हो गए, पता चला कुछ? टाइम किधर जा रहा है यार। 13 episodes in and we have spoken about and talked about a lot of different artists, be it painters, readers, writers, musicians, podcasters and businesswomen. We have met a lot of different people and understood how their journeys are somewhat similar to our own journeys as artists. Now what next? Talent तो है हम में, सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ कर अपना पैशन फॉलो करना है ये भी डिसाइड कर लिया। बट हाउ डू वी मेक दिस पाथ दैट वी हैव चोजन इनटू समथिंग दैट इज सस्टेनेबल इन द लॉन्ग रन? How do we grow ourselves and our art in a way that brings in the money? How do we use our own stories to impact and improve the lives of others? I know, you must be thinking, क्यों पैसा पैसा करते हैं? Well, भाई साहब, क्योंकि पैसा important है यार. And that's why today's video is a how-to video. How do we transform our skill set and our art into actual leads? What is ROI? How important is sustainability in everything that we do in our lives? And how will our guest for today's episode help us in achieving this sustainability? Please join me in welcoming the star of today's video, Meera Barath, a dynamic growth preneur and the founder of Let's Make Stories Dino and Mayaakatha. Chalo, without any further ado, let's get to know Meera, her passions, her purpose, and understand what Mayaakatha truly stands for. Hi Meera, I'm so happy that you agreed to come to Paid Forward, and I am looking forward to a very amazing session with you. I have a lot of questions for you. I hope that we can get to all of them in this time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Monica, for inviting me. It's an honor for me to be here. Thanks a bunch, Monica.
Before we go any further with all your ventures, I want to know a little bit about Meera. Who is Meera? Where do you live? What do you do? I see a lot of plants in your videos whenever I see them. So are you a plant enthusiast? Tell us a little bit about you.
This is such a difficult question. And when you spoke about plants, yes, I would say that I was a botany student in my college, and that's a subject which I asked for. I did my graduation from St. Joseph's College of Arts and Science, and I chose microbiology. Something that I decided I wanted to get into tissue culture. I did do a couple of courses in tissue culture, molecular biology, the DNA strand separation, all those stuff, all those things I did. I did also. Then I went to Defense Food Research Laboratory on my own. I had applied that I wanted to do an internship when I was in my second year of my graduation in college. I worked over there on lactic acid bacteria, and when the tender coconut which you get now, the Tetra Pak one, I was there in DFRF when I wish to course, but I was there, when all these things were happening. Since you asked about the plants, botany, I loved. And I wanted to know more about the plants, and I enjoyed doing all the study under the microscope, the cross section, the longitudinal section, doing the dive into it, and looking for the anther, the pollen, and then the stigma. Oh my God, you really got me back to what I was really passionate about doing. Once upon a time in my life, I've done tissue culture course separately, an honors program for close to 1.5 to 2 years. I submitted my paper, then I did it on gladiolus, Rajnigandha, the flower. Then we call this as Becopa Monaria for Brahmi. All these things I did. Organic chemistry was my favorite subject. I always loved playing around, knowing what is alpha and beta glucose, the chemical reactions and all. But what I am doing today, people will be really wondering, oh my God, are you talking about these things? I wish my friends, when they listen to this, they'd be really happy, because they were the people who really got upset and angry that I didn't choose masters in microbiology nor organic chemistry, because I told them I'm not doing again microbiology or biochemistry. I'm going to do organic chemistry, and I'm going to concentrate on tissue culture side, and I want to go abroad, especially Singapore, and then do my PhD in tissue culture, come here, teach in the college.
Right.
All these things were there. जैसी result मैंने exam खत्म किया, May first week, second week, I took up my first job in HR recruitment.
What? Oh my God, हाँ.
तो आउट ऑफ सिलेबस हुआ सब कुछ. जो बंदी माइक्रोस्कोप को ना, जैसे वो एमबीबीएस पुनः वो एमबीबीएस में से ये मेरा मंगलसूत्र है चलो और कुछ डायलॉग मारते हैं ना,
हाँ.
ऐसे जैसे माइक्रोस्कोप वाज माय बडी. I love playing around with the dice and then the glass slides, autoclave, sterilizing of the equipment, checking with temperature of the microwave to create that agar medium to put that tissue culture plant. ये सब एक दिन में छोड़ा मैंने, बस एक दिन में छोड़ा. मनी का, लिक्विडिटी का कोई दिक्कत नहीं था, सपोर्ट होता है. तो मैंने सोचा जैसे मैं एमएससी खत्म करूंगी, then I will be getting married immediately and what am I going to give back to my people who really helped me a lot. तो मैंने सोचा ठीक है, let me take up a job. मैंने बस किया because that was the time call center, BPO jobs were in big demand. पता नहीं एक दिन में ऐसा decisions मैंने लिया. In this day when I think about it, मैं सोचती हूँ माइक्रोबायोलॉजी के लिए, ऑर्गेनिक, मेरे वेलबी टीचर्स जब मैं मेरे को कभी कभी मिलती हूँ अपने कॉलेज लेक्चरर से, they still ask me, they thought I'm working in the research field. अच्छा बेटा कितना रिसर्च आपने सबमिट किया? तो ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री में इतना इंटरेस्ट थी, यही करती हूँ. बट I didn't. It was just a one day's decision and I thought जो होगा सो होगा. And this job also, like we had in our college honors program in our first year human resources का. तो just for the sake of attending, because मेरा attendance नहीं मिलेगा बोलते हैं, नहीं तो हॉल टिकट के टाइम में दिक्कत हो जाता है ना. तो सोचा ठीक है चलो अटेंड कर ही लेते हैं. QSRD जो प्रोग्राम फ्री में मिल रहा है जाके बैठ जाना. Literally I used to do this. I know a couple of my friends कहीं पे कोई किसी कॉलेज में बोलते ठीक है ये कर, because I think it is not about whether we cannot afford, but every penny we used to spend, it used to pinch, right? Like because we are taking from our parents and our parents. So with that thought, then I got the job. I applied to campus मेरे college में. That also my friend only helped me out. And my first job with Datamatics happened, where I joined as a recruitment officer. And totally out of syllabus, internal audit, taxation, double taxation, avoidance, cross-border transactions. I'm like, wow. If you ask me about DNA, I will tell you. Ask me about RNA, mitochondria, ठीक है मैं बता दूंगी. ये गूगल बाबा ने बहुत हेल्प किया. Then I developed an interest in consulting and auditing. I don't know why. That's what my dad says. If you had that interest earlier itself, probably you could have applied for central government because he was a central government employee and he was taking care of internal audit, taxation, double tax, all these stuff.
Oh, okay.
Coming back when I said, oh boy. I'm a chameleon, brought up in Bangalore, and I'm a Bengaluru Huriki. Yes. So being in Bangalore throughout, from Bangalore on work, I went through Noida. I worked in Chennai, Coimbatore, and then as my product, my daughter happened. Motherhood looked totally out of syllabus. It really changed every second. I just look up to my parents. I look up to my in-laws. वो जो बता रहे यहाँ पे तो मैच ही नहीं हो रहा है, यहाँ पे तो थोड़ा नहीं है. मैंने बोला ठीक है इनसे पूछ के क्या करें, चलो हम let's take a call. And I was working with this organization called Payoda Technologies. I was in the HR process and talent acquisition operations, campus recruitment and all. That time I was waiting for a very senior person to come over, and I think luckily he got stuck in traffic. And it was a decision that I was sitting in the conference room. Conference room book करना इतना दिक्कत होता था, मतलब मिल गया था, अगर कुछ छूट गया तो छूट गया, और 2 दिन के लिए वेट करना पड़ता था. तो इतना मारी होता था वो गेट के पास. जब हमें मिला मैं ये जगह नहीं छोड़ूंगी, मेरे को चाहिए ये कॉन्फ्रेंस. Started thinking, I just called my husband and I said, Bharat, I'm quitting. He said, are you sure? For a second he thought and he said, no, I'm not talking about the money that you're earning. Are you sure you can sit at home and you're not someone being so who want to do so many? Because I had plans to have my own HR recruitment firm also.
Right. Okay.
I was thinking all those lines. And then I said, no. I said, I will learn ABCD of motherhood. Let me get at least 5th standard का पास करके फिर आती हूँ कॉर्पोरेट से. तो ऐसे ही हुआ, घर में बैठा नहीं गया. I quit on I think 15th of December 2017. 16th 17th मेरे को कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा है क्या करूँ. I was so used to that time ना. 5 o'clock उठो, खाना बनाओ, ये पैक करो बच्ची को. I mean, give it at least people will take the bag, run, come back at 8 again cook. And ये इतना बड़ा void दिख रहा है. क्या करूँ? तब तो मेरे लैपटॉप पर्सनल लैपटॉप नहीं था, ऑफिस का, तो मैंने वो भी दे दिया। तो मोबाइल में एक दिन फेसबुक देखा, मैंने फेंक दिया। आई ऑलवेज बिलीव इन दिस फैक्ट, you know, five elements I thank every morning, apart from the solar king, the earth, the vayu, water, fire, and the space. You know, these are the important things. ये जहाँ जहाँ है अंदर है, ठीक है, पहनने के लिए है, रहने के लिए मकान है, खाने के लिए खाना है, लिक्विडिटी है, फ्यूचर के लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट है, ठीक है, this is enough. Then I thought, okay, let me write about what I'm feeling. I had a blog on
Blogspot.
Blogspot. उसमें छुप 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 के लिखती थी, क्योंकि कोई ना पढ़े, कोई ना देखे। Oh, that was the ये अंदर की बात है। तो मैं ही लिखती, मैं ही जाके पढ़ती, मैं ही जाके कमेंट मारती, मैं ही जाके लाइक मारती, you know, all these things. ठीक है, LinkedIn में लिखती थी काफी मैं। Fun part is, you know, when you're in the HR and काफी चीजों का you know, you get exposure to ना, मतलब यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, उस डिपार्टमेंट में क्या हो रहा है, ये क्या हो रहा है, वो सबको मिला के मैं आर्टिकल्स लिखती थी। And people used to respond, and we all have a child within us. एक टॉफी दिया तो कितना खुशी मिलता है। तो हमें भी जब लोगों ने बोला बस लिखते हुए, I was working in Flipkart and data analytics again, and people were telling, यार ये तो अच्छा है यार। तब तो मेरी जर्नी मतलब एक ऐसे रॉक के जैसे जा रहा था वहाँ पे, मतलब रिक्रूटमेंट होता है नहीं होता, कैंडिडेट ज्वाइन करेगा नहीं करेगा, वो करेगा। एक तो वो 4 बजे उनकी लिखी थी LinkedIn में, you know, you feel good about and go to the office the very next day. LinkedIn is my go-to place. 2007, 2008 से I have been using LinkedIn. I used to handle mid and senior level recruitment. That time it was very passive. People were not open, right? अभी जैसे जो पोस्ट सब लिखते हैं वैसे थोड़ी ना वहाँ पे सब। तो वहाँ पे I used to write, people used to respond. Even now I write quite a bit over there. सोचा Facebook में थोड़ा अलग से करते हैं, मतलब अपने लिए. People might have been doing it. I used to write. Then I was tagged by one of my friends, you know, like she told me, Meera, I'm tagging you for 100 days happy. ठीक है, चलो टैग कर दिया तो कर दिया। एक दिन लिखा, 2 दिन नहीं लिखा, एक दिन एक फोटो डाला, दूसरे दिन फोटो डाला। उसमें फोटो डालने से बनता नहीं है, तो बस LinkedIn में लिखे कि यहाँ पे भी देखेगी शायद ऐसे हुआ। Then I started writing and people started responding, ये क्या है यार, ये तो कुछ अलग दिख रहा है सच में। ठीक है, मैं कल जाके और एक लिखूंगी। तो आज की जो बातचीत होती है वो कल की पोस्ट होती है, कल की जो बातचीत होती है वो परसों की पोस्ट होती है। तो बहुत मजा आया। वो एक नशा होता है ना, नशा, you get a kick out of it। तो वो नशा अच्छा लगा, सच्ची में बोलती हूँ, क्योंकि जब लोग आके बोलते हैं तुमने जो लिखा मेरे से, I could relate to that, तुमने जो बोला I could relate to that। मैंने बोला अरे इस नशे को तो हमें छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए। अगेन यू नो, एक दिन ऐसा हुआ कि मेरा फोन ऐसा मैंने फेंका, सच्ची में फेंका। वो तो iPhone 5s था।
Oh my God, you don't have a good relationship with phones.
This is also broken one. I should send a photo of this to you. So when people started relating to, you know, keeping it on a lighter note, coming back to what it is, I started going back at a deeper level because I did a master's in psychology and a BSc in microbiology.
Wow, I love psychology. It's something that I want to do someday.
And then I did my neuro-linguistic programming and I was doing more on positive psychology side. कुछ भी positive नहीं है, ऐसे ही लगा, like ये क्या है, हो गया था. Then you know, when people started sharing that, you know, I could relate to something. Because I used to write when I was working on Facebook also, the 100 days happiness. The second, मतलब जब मैं ये मैराथन कर ही रही थी, on the 10th day, the 10th day, I was in the hospital room, only I and my Appa. He was counting his seconds, fraction of the seconds I was and which should I say that blessed was he that he had everyone around him when he chose to leave this, because he was fighting food pipe cancer. First time ठीक हो गया, second time it took a toll. I'm just sitting in the room, I'm just looking at him, he looked at me, and so much we wanted to share. I could share as well, I could hear, but he could not share. So I was telling him, so this is something I'm doing, and there was a little pause for like 2-3 couple of minutes. That was the first time in my life I really felt it. Life क्या है, कभी-कभी ना हमें we need to go to the orphanage, old age home, कैंसर इंस्टीट्यूट, ये सब जगह जब हॉस्पिटल से आते हैं तब हमें एहसास होता है जो हमारे पास है उसका हम कभी थैंकफुल या ग्रेटिट्यूड नहीं है। उस दिन मैंने सच्चे में पैसा है, डॉक्टर्स है, सब लोग है, अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, लेकिन हम सेव नहीं कर पाएंगे। That was the situation, and he knew that. So he said, "Bring it to reality. Whether I'm there or not, bring it to reality." And that's why my first book, Mayaakatha, an illusion illustrating the reality. We जो हम सोचते हैं माया है, मोह माया है, वो हम उसको मोह माया इसलिए बोलते हैं क्योंकि हम सोचते हैं कि हम उसके काबिल नहीं, या हम सोचते हैं कि हम ये नहीं कर पाए, या कि नहीं तो हम ये सोच रहे हैं कि ये सच नहीं है। हो सकता है काफी चीजें सच नहीं, you know, it's easy, Monica, to say it is not a rocket science. Believe me, there are few things are rocket science. Right. There are few things I can do. There are few things. मेरी तो ख्वाब होगी कि मैं रॉकेट में बैठ के जाऊँ, मैं जाके करूँगी, नहीं करूँगी, मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा। So I started understanding ये कर पाऊंगी, ये नहीं कर पाऊंगी, जो नहीं कर पाऊंगी, क्यों नहीं कर पाऊंगी, I started looking back. And then when I realized that, it goes back to my childhood. There were a lot of preconditions from the society or the beliefs which we thought is actually the belief which will help us. Yeah. I started breaking them down into pieces. Literally, I used to do that in my writing. I was able to break it down. Motherhood, work, quit, everything, I started collating it. And I wouldn't say I found my path. I would say there was a lot of chaos. Let me start clearing my way. If I can create a way for myself, and if it can help others to come along, let me travel. That's how Mayaakatha, compilation of 100 days of happiness learning. कोई ग्रामर नाज़ी इसको पढ़ेंगे तो बोलेंगे मेरा क्या लिखा है यार। ये बस ये मेरे में जो है, जो सोचा, जो था, उसको मैंने बस बुक के अवतार में दिया। A gift to myself. Precisely, if I have to say. हर कोई चाहता नहीं यार मेरा नाम ऑथर में होना चाहिए, मैं ऑथर बनना चाहती हूँ, मैं ये करना चाहती हूँ, चलो यार कर देते हैं, ये भी ख्वाब क्यों पूरा ना करें, तो किया।
And so like let us talk now about Mayaakatha itself. क्या है Mayaakatha? How have you built it up? What are its objectives and how it can help other people out there? So let's talk about it.
Definitely. Before Mayaakatha could happen, Let's Make Stories Dino happened.
Yes.
I am here because of Let's Make Stories Dino, the writing team, the writing communities that I have been associated with. If I'm allowed to, I wish to quote a few names over here. Artuns in Penmancy. These are the two groups, I came across a writing community. I enjoyed reading when people used to submit over there. Then मेरे को लगा कि हम भी काफी प्लेसों में I keep taking part. To quote few like Women's Web or Mom's Presso, Mom Preneur, ये सब जगह पे हम लिखते थे। तो हमने सोचा था कि चलो Let's Make Story Dino. I started let me have people come and roar on the wall. So then it became difficult for me to maintain or track the flow when people used to write on my wall. There was no space much. So then I thought Facebook में हमेशा बोलता था, hey, do you want to create a group? Meera, do you want to create a group? चलो यार create कर देते हैं।
हाँ ठीक है, चलो कर ही देते हैं, आज कर ही देते हैं।
तो आपकी आशा को भी पूरा कर देते हैं। चलो करके मैंने ग्रुप क्रिएट किया। अच्छा लगा when I had a page, it was very unidirectional. I have to come and post, I have to come and share, and I was like, हम ही करेंगे तो क्या यार? Let people come and share. That was my because I know what I'm good at and I know what I cannot, certain things I cannot do. I'm more of a person who can, I felt I can get people into a community. I can work with them and get an outcome together.
Right.
Okay. Right. So, Let's Make Stories Dino, a weekly writing Dino, because Dino just happened. We keep roaring every day. कुछ ना कुछ इतने सारे words एक दिन में 20,000 से 50,000 तक वर्ड्स बोलेंगे। एक तो अपने आप या किसी और को सुनाते हैं, अपने आप को सुनाते हैं, तो बस सुनाना नहीं चाहते, लेकिन फिर भी दिमाग में वो रोल रहता है। I can't come and change you. I cannot come and solve every problem, because I was helping people on the emotional and mental well-being coaching also. I used to do one-to-one coaching for people to help them, deal with things. It has helped many. To date, I think 200 plus people I've worked with.
Oh wow, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. All these things, gave me an understanding. There is a pattern under it. सब कुछ करना चाहते हैं। एक तो ऐसा है जो कॉर्पोरेट में है, उनको लगता है अरे यार तेरे पास बहुत टाइम है जो काम में, मतलब who's not working, who's working from home or who's at home, तुम्हारे पास तो बहुत काम होगा, you might be really happy। और इसका सोच ये होगा, अरे तुम तो कॉर्पोरेट में करते हो, you can go for a chai break, you don't have to go to the gas stove and make the chai, cutting chai लो या black coffee लो, जो भी हो तुम्हें तो मिल जाएगा। तो both the sides there's a road. I've been for 16 years, that's right, and now currently in this side, मैं क्या बोलूँ? I mean, this side I'm really not able to figure out.
So is the grass really greener on the other side?
There is no grass, let me tell you. बंजर है। बार-बार हम ग्रास को ढूंढते हैं यार, लेकिन क्रैश वही है उधर कभी-कभी. But it's a mirage, just a mirage. Then writing community Netflix stories I know happened and pandemic शुरू हुआ Monica. Then I've been connected with lot of storytellers. Couple of two people were talking and general catch up, little bit. यार क्या करूँ यार अभी तो offline connect तो होने नहीं वाला है. How am I gonna, professional storytellers, it's a business, it's a bread butter. Then I said चलो रुको. Let me think about it. मेरे Let's Make Story Dino तो है. मायाकथा करके एक पेज है. I changed it now to Meera Barath. तो उस पेज में I used to make an update about stories and storytelling and all these things. And on Let's Make Stories Dino, we used to talk about writing events. Not only in Let's Make Stories, whatever was happening in the other places also.
All right.
So my purpose is, to transform the words and emotions into stories that could create an emotional and mental well-being. चलो भैया emotional mental well-being हो गया. उसके बाद क्या जब पूछेंगे which can help you or enable you to create a brand or an outcome or that identity which we keep searching for even after going 6 feet under the earth. In the form of a soul, we'll come out and we'll search for the identity, being a soul also. So I said, okay. फिर से पता नहीं फेसबुक इनको पता चलता है ना दिमाग की बात.
फेसबुक एवरीथिंग.
तो दिमाग में था ग्रुप खोलूं, फिर से एक और नया बनाऊं. तो फेसबुक ने बोला चलो मेरा एक और ग्रुप बनाओगे पैंडेमिक में. चलो बना ही देते हैं. तो उसका नाम मायाकथा दे दिया. फट से गई, मेरे पेज का नाम मीरा वॉइस चेंज कर दिया. तो उस ग्रुप में आई वाज द ओनली वन. मैंने नहीं सोचा कि बंदे कोई आएंगे तो माय पीपल लेट्स मेक स्टोरीज डायनो द राइटिंग कम्युनिटी, मेरे डायनो बटालियन आएंगे मेरे को. वो तो कॉन्फिडेंस था. टुडे व्हेन आई लुक बैक इट्स 2005.
Oh, wow.
And to me that's a very big number. Honestly, I'll tell you, every number is a big number. This just happened with one word. That's the power of words. The objective is both Mayaakatha or Let's Make Stories Dino. Let's Make Stories Dino into writing community and Mayaakatha a storytelling. The objective is to transform the words through the story. Create that story, the story that you want to create. Create that story which you left as a child. When you walk back in timeline, there are few stories that you really want to revisit. Form of a passion, in the form of the aspiration, or something that you want to do, but you're still validating. Moh Maya जो है हमारे सोच में है. Let it float in the air, but create a root on the ground. If it can stand on its legs, like my coach, my mentor, who says, idea is nothing if it cannot stand on its own feet. The power of words. If that word can transform someone, that person can create an ecosystem, or he or she can create a community. But if that same word something that is going to taunt or hurt someone, that one word is the reason for the destruction of the empire.
That's true. That's very true. So if I have this right, Let's Make Stories I know is somewhere, people come around and they write and they create stories, and Mayaakatha is where they kind of perform these stories.
It's a platform. सबको बुलाते हैं आइए अपना trumpet blow करिए. If we have a community where we can come and share what we're doing at any point in time, where I can have my own space, then I said, no, Mayaakatha is the space, a community, where you come and share about what you're doing. It's related to storytelling, it's related to writing, it's related to training and mentoring or coaching. It could be any kind of a coaching, sales and marketing or brand or financial and accounting system, or it is about life coaching. Come here because this is a space where you can share. Come here, blow from it, talk about what you're doing. That's how it started, and now I'm working on a module, a sustainable module. People want to share information one side, and the other side people want to receive that information or use this information. Right. It has to be beyond, because in social media, obviously, when we see what someone is doing or when we share something, it boils down to the like or comment or share, but the journey is just not there. The journey is converting that into a lead. Most of the transactions or anything, even at home, even when I'm talking to my daughter, it boils down to what would be the conversion ratio. What is going to be the ROI? From this, what I am going to. Okay, after getting that, from that, what are the possibilities that I can get some more leads? So, any transaction that I look at, thanks to the corporate, being corporated, हर एक चीज में मेरे को लगता है कि इससे क्या होगा, क्या मिलेगा. Several times I felt flat with the nose getting blunt. Then again, like the penguin, we just have to think about the penguin story to get up immediately and get things going. or kick someone inside the ocean. That's something that I can't afford to do though. Because the penguin has another aspect, before taking a plunge into that water filled with icebergs, they just tilt and look inside if there is a wave. If they cannot spot one, or the sea lion for the seal, if they cannot spot one, whoever is standing adjacent to them, just punch kick, and that fellow falls into the water. And then they wait for him to see if this guy is coming back. Once he comes back, the battalion jumps into the water. चलो ये गया, हम दूसरी जगह जाके दूसरे को kick मारते. I definitely can't afford to do that. So whatever I look at, like it's a community बना दिया. बंदे आए, they share their stories, they posted about it. What next? What about how do I run this platform? Because the passion is burning, the energy is there to do, but the motivation will get lost when I don't have a ROI. When I don't have the return on investment for the time. It is just not a like and a comment game. Mayaakatha group, Let's Make Stories, I know group on what's happening on the Facebook. It's just a part of the business that I do. Because when you're doing what you like doing, it's important that I always say, how much can you monetize on that?
That's very important.
First, I'll tell you, first 1 or 2 years, people will feel happy. Hey, I read about your article, it's good. I saw about this, it's good. But iske baad kya? It doesn't go with that. That's what I keep telling even when I work with people on the coaching. Mayaakatha is the face of what I am doing. What runs me also is the podcasting that I do, couple of voiceovers sometimes that I do, or the audiobooks which I get. And then the mentoring, the training. People are coming to Mayaakatha. It shouldn't be just they come and share about what they're doing. Share कर दिया, उसमें से क्या मिले? Like करेंगे, comment करेंगे, यार you're doing great. वो दुआएं, वो blessings को लेके हमें आगे बढ़ना है.
This is exactly what I wanted to ask you next. When people have already gotten in touch with you, and how will Mayaakatha, or let's make stories, how will these platforms benefit them in more ways than just being the place where they can come and talk about their passions or their stories? How can these platforms benefit these people in more ways than that, and how it can benefit you in more ways than what is already established?
It has been a platform for people to come, connect, collaborate. It really got me thinking, and that's when I came up with this tagline, Mayaakatha Hub, to connect, collaborate, learn. Learning तो कर रही ना सब लोग. हम इतना उत्सुक है ना कि पॉडकास्ट में मिला तो चलो सुनो, प्रोत्साहित हो जाते हैं. तो you watch on YouTube, I got motivated, that aha moment. Then you look for some couple of kuti courses, and I'm doing it, I got motivated. Learning is happening continuously. We are excited, and availability of the information is just there like this. Whether it is from a marketplace which offers online courses, content, you pick it up, you learn on free, you pick it up, you learn. But the actual thing is, as you learn, it is not after learning. As you learn, you got to grow. So that's exactly I'm working on. Because sustainability is a word everyone would love to talk about. This is something our grandparents or great grandparents have already spoken about. हम तो आज we get into इसकी गहराई, right? So a sustainable thing has been there always. There's always been a saying, वो मटका वहाँ रहने से कोई ये नहीं है. I mean, it's a beautiful matka over there. The purpose is to fill water to quench the thirst. After quenching the thirst, the person who has quenched his or her thirst, right, should fill the matka with water. That is sustainable. Using of the matka pot, that's 1% of sustainable living. 99% is the water someone has filled it. Other person has drank it. But he or she should remember, for it to be a continuous process, there should be a systems and process which says, भैया मैंने भरा, आपने भैया, आपके बाद और भी कोई आएंगे, चलो इसमें भरो. Then the second person, when he fills it, third person, she will come and drink and fill. So that's exactly now I'm currently working on. मटका बना दिया है, पानी तो भर गया है, बहुत सारे लोगों का thirst तो quench हो गया है. Now we have to think about. So I'm really working on that. It is going to be, working on a subscription pattern model.
All right.
I'm sharing it over here on this podcast, on this, paying forward for the first time. Yes, Mayaakatha, a community to connect, collaborate, learn, and grow, is an incubation with NSRL Cell IIM Bangalore, taking the mentorship, guidance, support from this institute. This institute के गेट को देख के मैं भाग के चली जाती. My Appa and I used to go on a long ride on bike from Bangalore to Hosur, like 20-25 years back. And he used to say, Meera, this is IIM. said, yeah, I've heard about it. अम्मा, चलो जल्दी चलो गेट को तो देख ले यार तुम्हारी मेरी बस की बात नहीं छोड़ो ना देख लिया ना बस वो सिक्योरिटी का देख लिया मैंने खुश होकर चलो उतना दूर चलना नहीं है मेरे को मतलब ये है ना ये मेरे को ओशन नहीं बना have a pond because capability the sky is the limit all those things are there at the moment I want to watch the sky enjoy the rain that comes from there I'm really not aiming at going and touching the cloud very honest I'm being really honest over here so at the moment I'm aiming at the roof aspiration तो बात है लेकिन रियलिटी चेक एक होता है ना कस्टमर्स बहुत है मोनिका लेकिन इन कस्टमर्स में कौन हमारे कंज्यूमर है वही काम अभी मैं कर रही हूँ why hit all the sides of the wall when you want to hang one poster on one side of the wall figure out where you want
this is basically setting realistic expectations out of your endeavors कि हाँ आप मतलब start कर रहे हैं and starting में ठीक है it's good to have aspirations to touch the sky it's always good but you also have to do your reality checks and you have to set your achievable goals which can help you reach that level step by step because it's not going to happen in one day or 1 hour.
To give you about Mayaakatha Hub, it is for aspiring entrepreneurs, trainers, mentors, storytellers, coach, mid-career crisis professionals who are looking for a marketplace where they can learn, where they can connect to transform their ideas, their thoughts into an outcome. That outcome which is achievable. That outcome which is not about just a motivation and aspiration. Motivation मिल जाएगा हर एक बंदा हमें motivation मिल जाएगा हमारे competitor के पास जाओ बहुत सारा motivation मिलेगा I really mean it. It is not unlike 10 years back where the competitor they didn't want to share it. You go to your, for example, there are some people if, who are going to listen to this. You are working in a corporate. Corporate, when I mean, it could be any sector. Whatever you're doing based on your current time, your situation, to reach to the next level. Don't ask sometimes your manager. It's important that you talk to your skip level manager or talk to super senior manager. I know it is difficult to get his or her time, but if you can make that pitch, it is not about making pitch as a valuation game. It's about the value that you can create. If you're talking to your manager, you want to reach that manager level. I mean, before reaching to the skip level, okay, let's think about, as I mentioned, not the sky, but at the next level, the roof. Talk to your manager. Tell him, make that pitch for 15 seconds to 30 seconds where you can share that story that you want to learn from it. Grab a connect with someone or a cup of coffee or a tea. Tell them, I want to reach. I don't know what I am doing, how it's going to help me reach the next level. But I want to reach to the next level. There's a confidence that you have to give to whomever you're talking.
Right.
That person will come forward. It's just about go and share that story to the point which someone can listen to and say, Bhaiya, baki story main karunga. It has to be. This community is building in that way where it's going to be a subscription based, where we are onboarding trainers, mentors, and coaches from different sectors. Also, I'm still working on the viability of how to make it. Like wo matka example, what I was sharing, fill the water, the next person comes, second person fills it for the third person fills it for the fourth person to come. The systems and process, whatever you say, whether it's in your kitchen or whether it's in the bedroom or it's in your bookshelf or something, system and process is the only thing will continue run the show whether we are there or not.
Right. That's actually very, very insightful because if your systems and processes are not in place, then you can forget about sustainability and you can forget about because then you will have to micromanage.
Don't rush to learn everything what is happening around. At least get the topics on your head. Take one by one.
Right.
Mid-career crisis यहाँ पे बहुत होते हैं. Mid-career because मायाकथा में हमने देखा mid-career crisis में they pick up something that comes their way and they create. That's why you have a lot of these creators, right? जो resources मिलते हैं उस resources से हम कुछ बनाते हैं. जैसे we are talking now, you are compiling the content for this show. This show it might have a purpose. It reaches out to others, and I'm looking at the purpose. I don't intend to help 1,000 people. If my work can help 1 or 10 people, I would say blessed time. 1,000 people से हम सीखना तो चाहते हैं, लेकिन we can't sit with all the 1,000. Pick 10 people. Narrowing down what do you want to do, narrowing down what you can offer, narrowing down on what you know
Right.
actually will help.
So if you are, developing the module for Mayakatha to be, a kind of sustainable group or community for creators, what kind of collaborations are you looking forward to? You can just, request people out here to collaborate with Mayakatha right now.
ये हुई मेरी बात, अभी पेश करना है ना?
Yes. Go ahead,
ये
pitch
तो
करो.
this is just like that वो वाला tank है ना?
Yeah.
So to my potential investors who are going to invest their time, to my potential investors who are going to invest on their content while collaborating with Mayakatha, to all the potential investors who are going to invest their time, space, energy, here it is. So Mayakatha is a community hub to connect, collaborate, learn and grow, where we are building a marketplace, creating opportunities while collaborating with trainers, mentors, coach, writers, storytellers. So when I talk about trainers coming from different fields. It could be someone from sales and marketing, someone from training and mentoring, or someone from the branding side who know the content they have and they can train a lot, who can help their consumers, people who consume their content, where that can help them transform their ideas into an art. Here, the first phase is onboarding trainers and mentors, collaborate with them, understand on their offering, take their offering through Mayakatha platform to the subscribers on Mayakatha. And to the non-subscribers, they could work in a different way. That is something which we offer. You are a writer, you are a storyteller. I would invite you to join us as the trainers. You can visit our website www.mayaakatha.com, spelled as Mayaakatha. When you visit the website, you will get to know about what is our UVP, who are the people who have empaneled with us on our website. You can see the trainers and mentors. This is the phase 1 where we have onboarded a couple of trainers and mentors, and we are looking for that's a continuous process. So as we onboard the trainers, we would understand, work with them, talk to them, understand what kind of offering they have, take that offering to the market, give it to people, and then we work on the platform cost and subscription cost. So platform cost, subscription cost is something that we are working as a next process.
That's great. And I want to, simultaneously request every creator out there who, if you think that you have something very viable and very important in terms of a learning skill or something that you can teach other people and other people can benefit of it, then I would definitely urge you to reach out to Mayakatha and offer your skills and offer your own learning and experiences to other people who can benefit of your experiences.
That's the purpose over here. On Mayakatha website, as you go, there is join now option. There are Google form where you can. As you click on that, there will be series of questions: your name, your location, what is the training that you want to offer. If you think you cannot narrow it down, that shouldn't stop you from filling this form, because it starts from here and then we work together to arrive at a niche that we can offer. The Google form will have a series of questions about where you're working, you're comfortable sharing, you share that. What is your venture into, or you want to share some handles about the venture, the offerings, fill in the form and we'll touch base with each other.
That's actually pretty good, because that will kind of help you get a better idea of if a particular person comes and collaborates with Mayakatha, okay, how can we take advantage of whatever they have to offer and then pay it forward to somebody who is looking for that kind of an information or that kind of learning. So yeah, please go ahead and fill the forms. It's okay if you do not know exactly what it is that you are
we can have an exploration call.
Yeah, exploration call. Yes, exactly. That's great. That's great, Meera.
20 minutes of a call that I do at least with 3-4 people per day, where it's an exploratory call where we connect with each other. We understand what are their offerings. The seed is sown, it started growing, and now it's about the maintenance part, because there is this thing that the seed will grow. It's about the environment, it's about the availability of the resources and the nutrients. But as the seed shoots the root and the shoot system, maintenance is the key factor, because the root doesn't know what's happening outside. Shoot neither knows what's happening in the root. It's important for us to build both the sides. So Mayakatha is a community now which is in the similar phase, where we are working in collaboration with people, understanding about their offerings. It is beyond the posters that you make and share on the community. I have a workshop here. What is a workshop? How we as a community now we can, because you are the contributors who helped Let's Make Stories Dino and Mayaakatha to grow and continue to grow. This level, if I'm here and talking to Monica, it is not me. It is through Mayaakatha and Let's Make Stories. Dino, the people, the members. You guys have been coming over there, posting about your requirements. You talk about your requirements. In terms of return on the time you invested, even if it's a 1 minute, I wish to look at it, how we can create that ROI.
That's absolutely, absolutely amazing, because ROI is important. Your time is very, very precious. And this goes out to everybody out there who is, doing something artistic, something different, something that they thought they would never be in. Like, Meera is, from microbiology, she is now here. and similarly from organic chemistry, I am here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I was in love with organic chemistry when I was in college. Like, I did my master's in organic chemistry. I worked in the pharmaceutical company, like in manufacturing. I used to make drugs, and I used to, kind of synthesize new compounds and new molecules. And that whole lab while I was sitting there, it was like amazing. It was such a huge part. Yeah, oh my God. Like every single second of when you were sharing your journey of, microscopes and cross sections and everything, I could actually recall all of my days, chemicals के साथ में खेल रहे हैं, apparatus टूट गया, अभी उसकी भरपाई कौन करेगा?
Initial days marriage में ना, मतलब 16 साल पहले, 17 साल, कोई बात नहीं, नंबर कभी कोई भूल जाता है. I have a habit of adding salt like this. My husband is like, why like this? I take the spoon and add. That's the day I paused for a while. Oh God, chemistry banda.
Right. Okay, I think we are almost out of time, and I have covered everything except for one last question that I want to ask you. Is that to everyone out there who is going to watch this video, and whoever comes across this video on YouTube and wants to be a part of Mayaakatha, or just wants to do something different than they have been doing for their entire lives, do you have something to say to them?
This is like in the HR interviews. Everything goes, right? And you come at the tag end where the candidate is just looking at the HR. And the HR is like, oh my God, I need to ask the question about the compensation. The candidate I've been both the sides. I've been on both the sides. You might be wondering, am I trying to add the HR part over here? No, I'm connecting with what you asked. When we apply for a job, it's important for us to know not only about the organization. It's important to know what purpose or the value that organization. It is not only for onboarding new employees. It's not only for campus joiners. First onboarding lesson will be company का vision, company का purpose. बंदे सोचेंगे अरे यार institute में इतना मस्त चाय वाय मिलता है, that conversation was better, then why am I late to sit over here and listen about the organization? I would really say it's important for us to know what is the purpose we want to give when we join any community or any organization. It is important to know when we're looking at an organization, what is the salary range for this particular job they are going to offer. For how long have they been maintaining this as the salary range? Glassdoors hai, LinkedIn hai, bahut sare. So when I'm connecting HR element, I'm just asking you to connect your offerings in the form of the purpose. Mayaakatha's purpose is to transform the words, the emotions into stories, to create that emotional and mental well. Emotional and mental well-being is created because only when we are in a maximized energy in terms of the emotion and the mental or the physical apparatus, we will know what we want, we will know what we do not want, which is not helping us. I would say park aside which is not helping you, look at what you want in terms of creating your brand or an outcome. Come to Mayaakatha. We are here to know about the story that you want to offer. A story need not be once upon a time there was a king, he had so many wives, and it doesn't end over there. The same story, the same story, same stepmother story that we've been listening in the story world. How can you bring a purpose from that story for yourself? Our purpose is to collaborate and create a marketplace of opportunities through the stories in the form of a training, mentoring, coaching, or the services that we offer. So typically we are looking at B2B at the moment to reach to our customers. A business collaboration is what I'm looking at. The business, it could be individual offerer or from an institute. Ours, this is our purpose. Let's align our purpose, because only then collaboration makes sense. It is not just about putting the logo of one firm, another firm in one poster and say, hey, we are the brand over here, we are coming in together. No, the logo stands for a purpose. The brand stands for a value, and the organization stands for a purpose. These three align it, only then it makes a real sense to put it on Canva and play it.
Right.
The poster is the last thing. For the poster to happen in the form of an outcome about the services, the backbone, of course, is to align the purpose.
That's true. That's true. Align your purpose with Mayakatha's purpose, and align your values. And Canva is the last thing that will come.
Mayakatha's purpose is about the birds and the stories, training and mentoring. We are definitely falling flat several times, but it's important to get up.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey and sharing so much insight into everything that Mayakatha is and what it hopes to achieve in the coming months and years. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for agreeing to talk to me and to Pay It Forward. I'm sure that Mayakatha is going to fly. It's going to fly soon.
We will fly together, and
Yes.
I'm so happy about this name, Pay It Forward. We miss it out.
Yes.
We miss it out. Pay It Forward
Oh.
is the form of a...
I am so sorry.
No, it's beautiful. In my couple of live interviews, I've had kittens sitting over here also.
Oh.
So, I think, running the show despite all these things, and it's beautiful. I'm so happy even the cat is over there. So Pay It Forward, it is in the business, it is in whatever we do. It's in the kitchen, it's in the library, it's in wherever we are. It's such a wonderful name, Monica, that you have come with, and I'm sure all of us who are here are in the same alignment to pay it forward. Because if we don't pay for what we avail, nothing is free. You can, that's where I say charity and business are two different. Don't bring business and charity. Bring charity and business.
Right.
You want to offer free for some time, but remember that it is paid forward in the form of return on investment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And on that note, let's say farewell to our viewers and
Ta-da!
thank
I passed with 25 marks.
you will pass with 100 marks. Thank you so much,
Thank
Meera.
you,
Thank you so much.
So thanks to all of you. Thank you, Monica, Pay It Forward, and to my battalion, Let's Make Stories Dino, Mayaakatha, and all my friends. I am here because I'm a culmination of all your wishes and the blessings and the support and the guidance you all have given. Thank you so much.
That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys are leaving with as many takeaways from this video as I am. To every artist and to every mid-career professional out there, if you are looking for a change in your life and your career and you want to be a part of this wonderful ecosystem called Mayakatha and part of all these trainers and learners, please reach out to Meera. I will leave the links to Meera's socials and all of Mayakatha's websites and their handles in the description section of this video. Go and check out their work, read about Mayakatha and understand their purpose. And if it aligns with yours, don't hesitate to reach out to them. और जाने से पहले सब्सक्राइब करके जाना भूलना मत. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for all your love and support. Until next time, love and light to you. Bye bye. I'll show you Loki now.
Thank you. Yeah, Loki. Oh,
Hello.
Ole.
Hi.